All right, here we go. It feels like a part two, but I actually think there's more to say in a different way and a different subject. Was talking about my blog, the importance, why I call myself black, why I call myself black sci-fi, why black is using, I don't have no problem using as a description, right? And it brought up the conversation or produced me to make the comment, do black people want to see black stories? And it became a big, long conversation. So welcome to the Sci-Fi Express Lane. Today, my topic is, do black people want to see or read black stories? And I don't know if, I would offend some people and say, that's obvious, but I'm going to get into why, because I think they do, and saying black people doesn't mean every black person, right? You have to say all black people to mean every. If you say some black people, that becomes a minority. So I will say the majority of black people want to see and read black stories, while there's still some that may not, right? But I think saying black people want to see themselves in stories is not inaccurate. I think it's totally correct. Now, there's a couple of things. I don't think it means that black people only want to see and read black stories, no doubt. I don't think every black person wants to read and see every black story. I don't think that statement is saying that either. I myself happen to be blessed with being black, right? And because I'm that blessed, how about that? I can say how I fit into the statement, right? I want to see more Black Panther, right? I want to see not only like Black Panther, but I want to see some of these science fiction books that I'm reading that are written by black people, more of them on the bigger screen, on the big screen, the little screen, Netflix movies, Hollywood movies, right? I want to see black horror. I want to see more of it, right? What else? But that doesn't mean I don't want to see some kung fu movies. I don't want to see some other good movies. You know what I'm saying? If you got other good movies out there, I'm going to see them. I'm still going to see Marvel, a good DC movie. I want to see the Joker play out. There ain't no black people really in the Joker, but I don't mind seeing that. I want to see it, I want to see Planet of the Apes. They can sprinkle some black people in. David Walker did a good job with the black comic, the Planet of the Apes comic book. I want to see some more zombie stories. But in addition to seeing 28 months later, I still want to see, Rashida the Zombie Killer. I want to see some black stories. You know what I'm saying? I think both can be true. I like the genre. We are overwhelmed with a lot of product nowadays, right? But, a lot of content. So, yeah, there's room for more of everything. But I definitely want to see more, particularly black science fiction. Now, and horror, right? But that, so to me, I fit in that characteristic. My evidence, right, is very simple. We have black comic book conventions. Ekbach is the oldest one, the first one. We have black book fairs. I don't even know which the first black book fair is, but they are clear in their title, National Black Book Festival, right? We have black film festivals. These are organized and created by black people for the first and foremost goal to promote black people writing about black stories and creating black content. I don't know if Underworld was produced by a black company or whatever. I don't know if Underworld could be entered into the Black Film Festival. Underworld is the vampire werewolf story that was written by a black man by the name of Kevin Grievous. And I don't know if it would be considered or accepted to the Black Film Festival, if it would be considered a black film, because the black presence in the film is like, if I said 10%, that would be over exaggeration. Kevin Grievous plays a character in there, a werewolf who is a hitman for the werewolves, but he's not the leader. He may have a name. I'm not going to take it away because it's him. But if it wasn't him in his own movie or his own story, that black character is insignificant. So for all intents and purposes, it's a white story. So I don't know if it would be in there. It's a book. I don't think it's on the black bookshelves. It's a comic book. I don't think it's brought to the black comic book festivals. So when I say black people want black content, yes, they want black writers. But black writers are just like white writers. They can write white character-led stories. Yes, it's going to be debatable if that's a black story, right? If it's, celebrated. I think it'll be celebrated as a black writer, but I don't think the story will be celebrated as a black film, movie, comic book, or whatever. I think it would be not considered black. And I think what is considered black is stories that are black. They don't have to be 100% black, but pretty much about a black person. Probably you could get away with something about a white person in a black world, a white child, I don't know. All of that is real borderline. And I think, because black people want black content, the ECBAC, National Black Theater, Black Book Festival, Black Film Festival, American Black Film Festival, I think they are specific in what they want, because that's what they promote and that's what they want to encourage more of. So that's the whole reason. I don't think these film festivals, book fairs, or comic book conventions were set up because of integration and during segregation we just weren't allowed. This ain't the HBCUs. These are all started in the 90s, right? There's 20 years, 20 years, 15, 20 years of integration. So, black people have been at book fairs. We have been at comic book conventions. We have been in film festivals. But the representation might not have been there. And so to encourage more black comics, black books, black films, you do want to have something like that, set up to encourage more, because that's what you want, right? You want more of that. So that's why you do it. I'm talking to somebody, happened to be a black creator, and said that, we get into this identity thing. I don't want to call myself a black creator. I don't want to call what I do black horror or black science fiction. It's just drama, It's just horror. It's just science fiction. Yeah, and I get all of that, no doubt. It is. But saying it's black isn't lying, and it doesn't pigeonhole it. For me, I say it's white. Lord of the Rings is white stories from England. It's British. You can go by the nationality, you can go by the race. It is what it is. I don't mind racial labels. Indy Okafor wants African sci-fi to be called African sci-fi. That's fine, because that's where it comes from. Now, is it sub-Saharan African sci-fi? Is it Nigerian sci-fi? Is it South African sci-fi? Okay, all of those are relevant. If it is that, then it is that, okay? It doesn't make it not. And so for people like me, I'm from New York area, I like to go to different ethnic groups and ethnic restaurants. I don't want to go to a Chinese food restaurant, as I said before, and have a cheeseburger. No, I want to have it at Five Guys, sloppy, greasy. Want to have a Big Mac. The Americans created it. Yes. I don't want to have Iraqi pizza. No, don't want it. Don't want it. Now, if I go to Iraq, I'll try their pizza, but I'm not going to get pizza in America from some culture that didn't make it. I want Italian American pizza. Bottom line. Now, if you want to, do it in your restaurant, do some flatbread cheesy, hey, I'm cool with that. I'll try it, but that's not what I want my pizza New York style. There you got it. All right. So I don't know. I'll say this. I do think, we struggle. Like I have a Kickstarter right now, fingernails, and it's struggling like heck. Oh my God. I think I got about 16 days left. Every day is agonizing. I'm stuck on like 10%, 8% support. I got to get to 100%. Got $1,000 to raise. It's ridiculous, But no matter what, if the fingernails fails, I got to retool it or whatever. That doesn't mean black people don't want black stories. Are you kidding me? You think I'm going to take my story as the end all be all to all black stories? Are you kidding me? Somebody posted the receipts for American Fiction, Color Purple, Book of Clarence, and Origin, the Ava DuVernay movie, and said, look at these low box office numbers. These movies, black people talk a good game, but they don't want it. And I'm going to say, first of all, I don't want to see black trauma like that over and over. So I don't care if they made it Color Purple from outer space. That would be interesting, but I don't know if I would want to see it. I don't know if I want to see Origin. I heard it's a real good story, so I got to be in the mood for that. I'm trying to go see it, but it's not playing. It just came to my local theater, right? I saw American Fiction, Erica Alexander, Jeffrey Wright, some of my favorite actors, but I had to drive 45 minutes to go see that. And Book of Clarence, I found out was at a theater, another 45-minute drive, but I didn't have the time to get to see it. I wanted to see it, but it wasn't made available. So you already got to pay a lot of money for film, so it is hard. So sometimes if it's not available to you, I get it, right? But I think the difference is those are all some of the same genres. They're all drama. Book of Clarence is a little comedy, but the other ones is all drama, and drama ain't my biggest subgenre. I'm a sci-fi horror dude, and I think sci-fi and horror are the future, and it's the future of horror. I think it's the future for, I think black sci-fi is the future. I've said that before. I believe black sci-fi has new stories, new different angles. We tired of seeing white men go to space and different things. To put some black people up there, they're going to have a different experience. Let me tell my story. I have different experiences going to space, right? So to me, black drama stories, I'm down, and people support it. Shoot, that's what's on Tubi. That's what Tyler Perry does. So I'm not hating on it. I think it's a certain type. You might call it a little ratchet. I know American Fiction was highbrow. I think Origin might be a little highbrow. We know Color Purple is a remake. Who wants to see? I don't know. For me, people saw it. I forgot how much millions they made, but they made a couple millions on it, maybe 35 million. I'm not sure, but to me, I don't want to see Precious the musical. I don't care. So anyway, I do think black people want to see black stories. I have no problem with that. I think when they do another Black Panther, we'll see black people come out, because we want to see something fresh, exciting, ambitious, and hopeful. We don't want to see stuff that's, sad and depressing. All right? I'm out. Jeff Carroll, Sci-Fi Express Lane. Like, subscribe, share, and comment.